one thing. Welcome to... Let's check out Chicago's starting lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point guard. And for the Cavaliers, Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the 5, home in the paint. Here's White, and White with the stuff.
Yeah, under control. White has those short, quick strides. The thing that really separates White is the quickness. Whether it's with the ball in his hands or running off screens, he's very difficult to stay connected to defensively. Uncovered at the rim, finding cracks in the defense here early on.
Just really smart basketball and exploiting whatever holes that he's seeing right now in the defensive squad.
And finished off by Porter.
Yeah, and with improving court awareness, Levine continues to tap into his limitless potential when making plays.
Garland, no good. And last year, Greg, we saw White get more comfortable in the offense as the season went on.
You know, more scorer than a playmaker at this point. Drafted 7th overall because he has the potential to do both. If he can add strength and cut back on the turnovers, he's going to be a very good player for a long time.
Here's Drummond and blocked. That one goes careening off the glass.
And the defensive chops Porter brings to this squad, invaluable. You see the effects of it right there.
And he gets contact and the whistle on the shot. 2 shots coming up.
And you don't like to concede the free throws, but it's better than getting flushed on.
It's his first trip to the line.
And not the guy you want to see at the line too often. Season numbers has him in the bottom tier of the league.
The Bulls have gotten their first 3 shots to go in for him to start off this game. And White kicks to Levine. Shot clock at 6. Porter in the corner. Looking for Markkanen. He gets it there. Good D by Drummond.
Yeah, better than giving up the layup. You want to go in there and use the hard foul. They did it there. That's aggressive attitude defensively.
His shot was hindered by that momentous mobile 1 block.
And early in the game, these sorts of plays really can set the tone.
And about 2 minutes played here in the first quarter. Outside, White. Left side, Porter. To the paint. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here. And last season for Markkanen didn't really go as planned. Greg, we know he suffered some injuries and had a hard time establishing his role.
Yeah, both the scoring and rebounding were down. And this happens sometimes with a new coach and a new system. But one thing's for sure, the talent is there. Markkanen is still very young and has a tremendous upside.
Kevin Porter's checked in for Garland. Kicks it out to Love. Once again off the mark by Cleveland.
Still searching out their offensive game right now. 1 of 5 from the field to start this one.
And here's the fast break. Love leading the way. Now Levine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's White. That's good, and it's Levine with the assist.
And what body control. Even when White gets bodied up, he sticks with his shot.
And it's Osman missing.
I think he rushed that one just a little bit, thinking the defense was going to get close. They weren't.
Chicago again turning it over.
Now, I'm all for the crowd interacting with the players, but not so much the players interacting with the crowd. That one, errant pass.
So Chicago ends up going with the new group. Sexton's shot is good.
Toughness there shown by Colin Sexton. No stranger to having to outmuscle the defense from time to time.
Thaddeus Young on the wing. Down low, Cornette. Count the bucket coming off a perfectly placed assist.
Yeah, and there it is again. On a lot of their possessions this first half, they've established great inside position.
Sexton realizing that one of his guys is wide open, and that court awareness, he was able to get it to him.
Done outside. Right wing. Pass to Satoransky. Here's Cornette from the wing. Windler with the rebound.
Well, that mid-range, Jay, usually pretty much on the money. Maybe the timing just a little bit off on that one.
And here's Porter. Outside, Sexton. They get it back. And Thompson throws it down.
Now, that's what Tristan Thompson does best, just working the glass and working the D over.
8-second difference between the shot clock and the game clock. Dunn passes to Cornette. Here's Satoransky. Here's Hutchison. He's been patient so far. Nothing on the scoreboard yet.
Oh, how about using the rim to get some true hang time?
You know, he just wanted to make sure the landing was softer than the takeoff. Outside, Sexton. Nance, no good.
Those are chances almost always you can rely on him to get you 2 points, but the D just enough to keep him out of rhythm.
And that concludes the first quarter of play. It's Chicago up by 4. It's the NBA on 2K Sports from Rocket Mortgage Fieldhouse.
You know, we should have energy and we should be out playing the other team.
Greg trying to turn their youthful exuberance into a weapon.
I like that he's focused on increasing their level of activity because it's something within their control.
And hope you've enjoyed the broadcast so far. Halfway through the first half in this one. And guys, what's your take on the Bulls so far?
Well, they've been aggressive from the beginning, particularly on the offensive end.
Well, if they wanted to start well, this would be it. They seized momentum right away, and they just didn't let it go in that quarter.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2-guard. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. All right, let's catch up with our sideline reporter, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, thank you. With the stoppage last season, the Bulls still became center stage after the release of the documentary The Last Dance, which covered their 6 titles with Michael Jordan in 8 seasons. There was record viewership, including most NBA players tuning in. Dynasties like those never lose their luster. Kevin?
Well said, D.A. Thanks.
Think about when the Cavs shocked that Warriors team back in the 2016 finals, and what it was that Tristan Thompson's hard work provided for them, pounding the glass and providing an interior presence in order to get the title.
Yeah, I mean, maybe could have tried for a more memorable dunk than that one.
And we know he's capable of those memorable ones. Garland, no good. The Bulls leading by 8. There's the lob to Carter. Now here's Valentine. Still getting warmed up offensively. No scoring yet from him.
Tristan did a great job of elevating to deny that one.
Pass to Windler. We're closing in on 2 minutes played here in the second quarter. Osman. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock.
I'm not sure how he finds himself in so much space there. He's kicking himself for whiffing a bit on that one.
The shot by Harrison, no good.
That's a shocker there. Did not expect him to miss from that range. He's got to be shooting close to 60% from there.
And well, Garland, the 5th overall pick back in 2019, had a slow start to his career. But around the midway point, he really started to take off.
And you wonder, Greg, in that rookie campaign, if that's a bit of somebody realizing the length of an NBA season. And maybe he made a bit of an adjustment in his body. Now in his second year, we can see some of the fruits of his labor in the offseason and him developing.
The shot by Markkanen, nobody around. No good with the triple. The Cavaliers trail by 7. There's Garland. No good that time. And the Bulls going the other way now. Here's Harrison. There's the killer two-handed slam.
And you got to like the vision for Markkanen. I mean, a big man who knows how to find the open man.
And it's Osman missing. And so it's Carter who brings the ball up for the Bulls. Thompson with the rebound.
This is a rough stretch right here for him offensively. Seems to be rushing shots.
And the pass to Osman. Rebound by the Bulls.
I don't know what happened there. That was an easy 2 points that he just threw away.
Carter outside. Tipped away. Wallace with it. Now guarded by Valentine. In transition, here come the Cavaliers. Jumps up, and it's Thompson with the jam.
Sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Outside White. Outside Markkanen. Pass to Valentine. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. Here's Windler. Defended by Carter. And too much time in the lane. They get called for the 3-second violation. So Chicago ends up going with the new group. The Bulls leading by 7. Done outside. Inside. Here's Cornette. Lays it up and in on the nice reverse.
The defense not putting up any fight on the inside. They've allowed 10 straight points in the paint.
That's tipped. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Levine with the ball, and Levine throws it down.
And the length of Dunn really annoys the opposition. So good at sticking his hands in passing lanes and coming away with steals.
Out to Nance. Fires the 3, and he's good on the 3-ball. Nance has got himself on the board with 3 there.
He just takes advantage of the D in a way that very few players playing today can do.
5 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. To the middle. Here's Levine. Oh, that was something else.
And there's a reason Levine was a back-to-back champ at the slam dunk contest. He doesn't waste an opportunity to put on a show.
And there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. 12 seconds left in the first half of basketball. And a wide open look for Porter. The putback controls the rebound and puts it back up and in.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Levine wide open, and he got that one up in time, but doesn't go in. Thank you, David, and we'll be back for the third quarter of action following halftime.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey again, everybody. It was a closely contested first quarter for Chicago. They had a 4-point advantage at the end of the period. And guys, and that's going to do it for.
And if you're just joining us in this one, first half is in the books, 1 half to go. Greg, if you're a small market team, how do you convince stars that you've drafted and developed to stay and re-sign?
It's a great question, Kevin. I actually think in a lot of ways it's easier today because you can be box office. You can be a superstar in a small market and have the name recognition because of the era we play in. And so I think the biggest way to keep them there is to build a championship caliber team around them. I think that is your saving grace. If you can prove to them that you can build a championship caliber team, I don't really think that there is a reason to want to leave.
It's a solid blueprint. And tipping off the second half, here's Jim Boylan's 5. Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. And it's White in at the 1. Let's go now to the sideline and catch up with David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, good to hear from you. Now, Zach LaVine has become a star, but he knows there's still work to be done. He said, I'm stepping into a leadership role, asking more of myself and giving more each year. You've got to look at your faults. I have to continue to improve my defense. I want to help us make the playoffs. My next step as a player is winning. Guys, back to you.
Great attitude. David, thank you. Love outside. Knocked loose. Left side, Sexton. They grab their own miss.
Love the determination he showed there, getting himself into good position under the glass.
With the presence of mind to know just where the rebound was going to come down. Well timed. Sexton against White. Dishes it to Carter. Count it.
And it's coming easy for them right now. 5 baskets in a row in the paint.
And Cleveland making a change here. Windler's checked in. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Satoransky's checked in for White. That's good from Carter.
In the 7th pick of the 2018 draft, Carter Jr.'s potential is enticing. A bruising big man with a bright future ahead of him.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it.
And the Cavs really took a long look at Colin Sexton last year as a playmaker, and it seems like he's moving more and more into that role of being a microwave scorer.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Thompson, he's checked in for Love. And Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. And the Bulls making a change here as well. Thaddeus Young, he's checked in for Wendell Carter.
Sexton seeing the floor, knowing where to run that time. Good pace.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. Back to Levine. And he makes the bucket, gets the whistle, and now a three-point play chance here for him. And Brent, the numbers for Sexton back that up. He's a great scorer, as we know, but his assist totals are low.
And this is why I think, Kevin, there's a lot of consideration where Sexton might move naturally into that guy that comes off the bench and creates disruption with his offensive output. Feels like a lot of Lou Williams type of moments could be ahead for a player like Colin Sexton.
Nice work to get it inside and draw the contact.
For Cleveland, they have hit all 4 of their chances so far in this one.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And Sexton drops them both.
Well, a great player on a great role at the charity stripe. The D has got to be careful about being too aggressive on him and sending him back for freebies.
Nancy's checked in for Cleveland. And Chicago also making a switch. Harrison's checked in. Not quite 2.5 minutes played here in the second half. Porter with the steal. And it's Sexton penetrating. And he converts the layup. Sexton's got 10 points.
Not just the accuracy in the quarter, it's his movement and the energy that's getting him on this nice roll.
To the left wing. To the wing right side. Satoransky, the pass to Young. To the inside. Levine. That's in, coming off the assist from Young. Levine's got 7 now in this quarter.
In a natural score, Levine is content to try his luck from just about anywhere on the court.
There's the triple. Nance, no good. Chicago leading by 8. Levine passes to Young. And it's Young finishing it off.
This guy is a high flyer. I mean, especially for a power forward, and he needs to be as an undersized player.
1:31 left in the third. Pass to Windler. Here's the 3. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock.
Great at using his body and finding his feet in positions on the boards where he can get up, get to it, get an extra possession.
Satoransky with it. Still looking for his first bucket in this one. Levine against Nance. And Young kicks to Harrison. Passes it to Cornette. And there's the call on Kevin Porter. That is his first foul of the game. Both teams deciding to change it up. It's stolen by Nance. Porter with it. Now guarded by Dunn. Now Garland. Nance with no one around. No good on the 3. Now here's Satoransky. He's guarded closely. Here's Carter, and then Carter with the dunk.
And how about breaking out the Statue of Liberty on that dunk?
A nice way to pad that lead a little more. You're right. 29 seconds left in the third quarter of the game. And it's Drummond with the jam.
With a large frame and a willingness to get physical, Drummond's a relentless rebounder.
Satoransky, the pass to Dunn. Back to Satoransky. Young for three. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. Here's Porter. The wing jumper off target. And so it's the Chicago Bulls holding on to an 8-point lead heading into the break. Their lead is where it is because they've gotten good shots. A lot of good shots. Don't go anywhere. We'll be right back. And with 3 quarters behind us, let's see what this 4th period holds in store for us. And here are the Bulls now. They've led by as many as 11 points. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Porter is out there with Garland. And it's Drummond in at the 5. That's the 5 for Cleveland right now.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
And that one is good.
Hey, that's Drummond. Throwback center who does almost all of his damage inside.
Done outside. Here's Hutchison. Knocks it loose. It's White on the wing. Guarded by Porter. 5 to shoot. And he comes up with the deuce. And the Bulls lead by 10.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
Here's Osman. They get it back. Drummond. Outside Porter. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. Love kicks to Osman. Drummond trying to get himself free, but they get it back. Porter passes to Osman. And a miss there on the triple.
It's another just bad decision on a night full of those. His shot selection tonight has been questionable at best.
Carter drives in. The kick out to Porter. To the paint. And Carter with the basket on the assist by White. White's got 3 assists in the game. Just over a minute and a half played here in the 4th. Guys, they're looking for a way to score here.
Yeah, they've had a tough time taking the lid off.
And the ball goes out of bounds. Last touch by Drummond. Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Porter. Markkanen, he's checked in for the Bulls. Dean comes in for Chris Dunn. And here's White. He'll bring it up for the Bulls. A great 4th quarter, just giving up 2 points. And stolen by Drummond. Sexton on the wing. There's the pass to Love. Greg, you were drafted 12th overall by the New York Knicks and then 2nd overall by the Grizzlies in the expansion draft. So you've had a very unique view of being in that position in 2 different settings.
Yeah, I mean, 2 very different cities, but really each beautiful in its own way. The New York draft, obviously coming out of college, that was like a dream come true to go and play for Pat Riley and then get the opportunity to go and be a part of a brand new team in a new country, if you will, was also a really cool experience as well.
I hope we can take a petition started by you and me to get the NBA back in Vancouver. I miss
and
going
Seattle,
to
right? Let's get back in both
Seattle.
those cities.
Exactly. Here's Drummond. Out left to the wing. Can they get it? And that one's good. Osman's got his first 3 points of the game.
No way he's going to pass that shot up. The D is way too far back and relaxed in getting out on him.
Levine dishes to White. Back to Levine. Carter looking around. Back to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
So aggressive once he gets hot. Love how Levine stays after it when he gets it going.
Out to the wing. Here's Osman. And it's off from 3-point range. Chicago leading by 13. Porter finds White. Outside, Levine. Pulls up from the corner. The Cavaliers pull it in. Drummond's got the glass covered here tonight. 11 boards for him. Down low, Porter with the steal.
No question as to which team gave the better effort tonight. A dominant performance and an outstanding win for the Bulls.
They simply ran him off the court.
They set the pace, and their transition game was executed flawlessly.
The one player that really stands out, of course, in this one, it was a dazzling game for Zach LaVine.
There wasn't much they could do to slow him down as he was converting every good chance he got. And Cedi Osman is this team's rock. You know exactly what he'll give you and is a more than capable offensive player.
It gives you a little bit of everything. He's big. He's got decent size for his position. And steady Cedi always showing up here to compete.
Looking at who's out there now for the Cavaliers. Ante Zizic has checked in for Andre Drummond. Bell comes in for Kevin Love. Exum, he's checked in for Colin Sexton. And it's Matthew Dellavedova in for Garland. Over in the corner, Osman. Back to Bell. The dish to Dellavedova. Valentine grabs the board. Here's Hutchison. Pass to Gafford. He kicks to Valentine. Out to the right wing. To the left side wing. Satoransky, the pass to Hutchison. From deep three-point range, misses the shot. And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin. And in the win, a comfortable win in what was, I think, gee, a pretty hostile environment.
It really
And a little bit of a fashion show taking place as the Bulls came down. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3, the small forward. And for the Bulls, Markkanen and Carter are up front. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3, and it's White in at the point guard position. Now here's Levine. The shot's good. Levine's got the game going with his first points of the game for Chicago.
You know what you get there, Levine strong enough now to take on contact, able to complete the play.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Offensive rebound. Fultz looking around. Just 5 to shoot. It's hauled in by the Bulls.
You're not going to see that very often. Plenty of space, but he just, let's face it, he whiffs on that one.
Levine kicks to Markkanen. And the baseline jumper, no good. And here's Isaac. He'll bring it up for the Magic. There's the lob to Fournier. Hammers the alley-oop through.
Boy, I like how Gordon dishes the ball. When his teammates are open, he finds them on time and on target.
Well, it was a career year for Evan Fournier. Just at the right time, opted out of his player option over the summer, and he was a free agent.
And Fournier proved that he can put up numbers. Aggressive looking to create with the ball in his hands. This team got a great weapon signing Fournier.
And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, when he's going to the rack, he has his height set on jamming it down. Tenacious throwdown by Fultz.
White the pass to Carter. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, I'll tell you what, his vertical is awesome, off the charts. A short center who still makes his presence felt.
And Zach LaVine gets the whistle that time. That is his first foul of the game. Now the pass to Fournier. The three-pointer, no good. The Bulls have gone 3 of 4 from the field to start out the game. And then Carter with the jam.
Boy, a terrific find. LaVine plays mostly the 2, but he came into the league as a point guard.
Orlando moving the ball around. Gordon dishes to Fultz. To the middle. Whistle blows. Bucket is good, and he'll have a chance at the line to make it a 3-point play.
Boy, at the offensive end, his game is so impressive. I mean, he's a threat every time up the floor.
And a moment here to take a look at the scoring breakdown for the Bulls.
Guys, right from the start, it's been apparent they're determined to establish a presence in the paint.
Also, what passing we've seen from them here early. I mean, there could be a big number in the assist column if this keeps up.
It's stolen by Carter. Markkanen into the lane. And that one is off. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Isaac finds Vucevic. Back to Isaac. It's stolen by Carter. Markkanen against Isaac. Right side, Porter. And it's Carter missing. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. They trail by 1. Fournier passes to Gordon. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Yeah, the clever Frenchman. Fournier solid at recognizing when the defense isn't covering one of his teammates.
White with it. Isaac picks him up. And the call. And, yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And the announcement on the review is that the foul was called in error. So they have determined, Greg, to overrule the original call.
And guys, this is what it's all about, getting the call right. And I think in this case, the video review showed that while it was a tough call to make on the floor, they got it right with the review.
Here's Augustine. Chris Dunn making his last shot. To the wing on the left. Shot by Ennis. Nobody around. Offensive rebound. Dishes it to Augustine. And Vucevic kicks to Ross. Back to Vucevic. There's the feed to Bamba. And foul on the shot. He'll shoot 2 at the free throw line.
And Clark, last season for Mo Bamba, another step in his progression. Still limited minutes. The team waiting for things to click for the young man.
Agreed. I mean, it's the offense that needs the most work, Greg, but they knew he was going to be a project. They knew this was going to be a work in progress with Mo Bamba, but his defense is already there. I mean, he can hit the glass and protect the rim with the best of it.
Now, here's Dunn. And he dunks it down.
Well, one thing you like there is the extra pass. Evidence that the game is starting to slow down for Dunn.
Stolen by Satoransky. And now Dunn pushing it up. No one back to stop him.
Well, if you don't take care of the ball, fellas, that's what can happen.
Absolutely, Greg. That makes the turnover even more painful.
What, you mean the throwdown at the end? I'll tell you what, fellas, I mean, the highlight shows are going to pain them even more. Great pass that time by DJ Augustine.
Dunn passes to Satoransky. Back to Dunn. Here's Cornette from the baseline. He can't get that one to fall. And so it's Wendell Carter making highlights, guys, for the Chicago Bulls. Some good action already in this one, but a fairly even matchup after the first quarter of play. Looking at what we've seen from the Bulls, what do you guys think?
Well, in that first quarter, they were intent on just pounding the ball down low.
Yeah, and it's worked. They've got a clear edge and points in the paint. Now we'll see if they go with a more balanced attack or just keep on pounding it inside.
We've got Young. Harrison out there with Thomas Satoransky. Then there's Valentine. And it's Cornette in at the 5 spot. That's the Bulls 5 as we get into the second quarter. And here is Satoransky following Evan Fournier's 3. And Satoransky kicks to Valentine. Here's Cornette. Vucevic defending. 6 to shoot. Cornette can't get it to go. On offense, here are the Magic. Fournier passes to Gordon. Greg, we know the names of the superstars, but there are players that are just under that category who probably should get a little more recognition.
Hey, Kevin, that's a great point, and I'm going to toot my alma mater's horn a little bit. Christian Wood's a guy that kind of
good one, yes.
Reminds me of that. He's kind of on the come up. How about Devontae Graham, the second rounder back in 2018, but he's showing to be an established young talent in this league, and there are many more guys like that, and they're going to have their opportunity to become household names.
Okay, well, let's go down to David Aldridge for a report from the sideline.
Hey, Kevin. Well, the Bulls have a new front office, branching out from the Nuggets Brain Trust with new team president. Given Denver's success identifying and developing young talent, with a win percentage that's climbed year after year, there is at least some optimism that the Bulls will be able to build a similar and sustainable winning program. Guys?
Wouldn't that be a story? Thank you, David.
And while Young is serviceable at the line, not terrible, there's still a lot of room for improvement.
So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Luke Cornette. Porter comes in for Denzel Valentine. Levine's checked in for Shaquille Harrison. And it's Kobe White in for Satoransky. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. James Ennis comes in for Gordon. Terrence Ross is checked in for Fournier. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Michael Carter-Williams. Here is Ross after the made shot from Zach LaVine.
Boom! At over 7 feet tall with bounce, Bamba, a great option for the alley-oop.
The Bulls leading by 6. LaVine with it. Quarter 2 and just under 2.5 minutes gone by. This one for three. And Bamba pulls it down. The Magic trail by 6. They could use a big shot here to get this offense going.
Too many empty possessions. Right now, they need a basket. And Clark, when he comes in the game, you know that Terrence Ross is looking to score. That's his role, and boy, he relishes it.
Yeah, you know what, Greg? He's cut from the cloth of the old school bucket getters, where you know their primary objective and focus is to put it in the basket, and they do it a lot of different ways and at a high volume. So that's who Terrence Ross is. He's an explosive, dynamic, packs a lot of points in the short periods of time scored.
Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Chicago. Back to Levine. They get a hand on it. Augustine with the steal. And now Orlando on the break. Ross is running. Passes it to Aminu. He dishes it to Augustine. Back to Aminu. There's the three. Porter pulls it in. The Bulls leading by 4. One by Gordon. And here again, the Magic in transition. Up the court they go.
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard.
Tell you what, the coach's heart was in his throat, and he was in shock and awe. But now he's got a big smile on his face.
And there's no quit when it comes to battling there until the final whistle. What a putback.
Understands his role, does his job, and he did it right there. The timing couldn't have been better.
Carter Williams with the bounce pass. No one near Isaac as he lets it go. Off target with his 3. Bulls trail by 3. And foul call. Looks like they had a clear path to the basket. He'll be shooting 2 free throws. And they'll retain possession. And a closer look here at the scoring breakdown for the Magic.
Guys, the passing we've seen from them has been tremendous. Very unselfish.
They do, and you also see a lot of points have come off the dribble penetration. They've been aggressive on the bounce at attacking the defense.
Catching up on the changes for Chicago. Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornett. Zach LaVine comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's Kobe White in for Chris Dunn. Fultz kicks to Bamba. And foul on the shot, so he'll get a chance at the line. It's on Lauri Markkanen.
You know, it's not a bad idea to foul Bamba. Actually, a good foul. He's hard to stop, and he's not that strong a free throw shooter, so send him to the line.
The first free throw is good. Porter's checked in for the Bulls. He's off on the second.
Listen, there's no doubt he feels like they should have the lead, but that miss will keep it all tied up.
And now it's Ross running. He can go all the way. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
Fournier very skilled at sniffing out, anticipating when to go for the steal.
And Carter now, top of the key. Up top, Porter. He's guarded by Ross. Here's Levine. Bamba with the block.
Boy, great timing and awareness there from Bamba. He sends shots away on the daily.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands.
Yeah, he wanted credit for the basket and the assist on that one.
Poke loose and stolen by Gordon. Out in his own on the break. And the dunk by Bamba.
Oh, that is just unreal. Is this the dunk contest, or are we actually playing a real game?
No, this one counts, Greg. Believe me.
My
with confidence to attempt that alley-oop to himself.
Well, he couldn't help himself. Couldn't resist. That really was a spectacular play.
Levine, that one falls, coming off Carter's feet.
Tell you what, we've got a game. I like that Levine's rising to the challenge as things get tight.
Fournier in the corner. No good from outside.
And I thought that was going to drop. It looked good from here.
There's the lob to Carter.
And a solid playmaker. White has a great sense for when he should look to give it up.
Fournier passes to Gordon. Bamba. It's good on the putback. And the Magic lead by 4.
He's showing he wants to be the man. Bamba has the hunger to step up in those big moments.
He scores his 5th field goal. He's taken 9 shots to get those 5.
And there you go now. One of the NBA's rising stars, Levine stepping up when it counts.
Pass to Fultz. Back to Fournier. No good on the triple. And so Markkanen will bring it up for Chicago. And he lobs it up toward the rim.
Love it. Porter stepping up in a big moment. Showed some guts there.
The Magic have gotten more than 58% of their attempts to go down for them in the 4th quarter. They're 7 of 12. Fultz against White. Fournier, that's for 2. Yes!
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
Well, that was 1-2. He wanted the ball. Nobody else was taking that shot.
The pass to White. And here's Porter. To the paint. Out to White. And some nice ball movement here by Chicago. Down low. Pocket 4. And then Porter with the jam.
The awareness, something people don't always talk enough about with Porter. That's a great find there.
White against Fournier. And there is the whistle. That goes on Kobe White. That's his first foul.
I mean, that's a tough break for the D. I mean, he took the hit and drew the whistle.
Yeah, but he was late to get there, so the referee couldn't give him a free pass on that one.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Mohamed Bamba.
And in terms of his shooting, this has been one of the more accurate performances you'll ever see. I mean, he's been in constant motion, creating a lot of good looks for himself. But still, even when you're wide open, you expect to miss some of the time. And that has not been the case here tonight. This guy has made everything.
Capable of scoring anywhere on the court, Bamba is always a threat to go off.
Chicago calls timeout. They're trailing by 2. 9 seconds left to play in the final quarter. What's your take, guys?
Big chance here to tie it with a bucket.
A critical possession, no doubt. We'll see what they draw up.
Nine seconds left in the 4th quarter. Now, here's Bamba. Yes!
Man, I got to give major props to the confidence of Fournier. This guy never backs down, wants the big shot.
And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This was a hard-fought. spectacular sight as we approach our broadcast location in downtown Orlando through the air. Welcome. GA, it's all yours.
Kevin, thanks.
Thanks, David. A look at Cleveland's starting group. Asman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the small forward spot. Now, here's Fournier. Couple terrific centers in tonight's matchup here, Greg. Great pivots, but center matchups are far from traditional, it seems like, these days.
No doubt about it, Kevin. Once you get into this now small ball mindset, this positionless game, I mean, you're seeing guys as short as P.J. Tucker play the 5 because, listen, when you're 25 feet from the basket, if I'm 6'2" and you're 7'2", I can still guard you. So because of the spacing now, it allows you the luxury to play smaller.
It's deflected. It's Drummond with the drive. And it's Drummond with the jam.
Well, just quick with the decision-making, smart pass by Darius Garland.
Isaac kicks to Vucevic. Fournier gets a wide-open look. Garland with the rebound.
The defense there got away with a major lapse.
Here's Osman. Vucevic defending, and it's Osman missing. And just over a minute played here in the start of the game. To the middle. And then Gordon with the dunk.
Just put the pass in his vicinity, and Aaron Gordon will take care of the rest.
And we all know that defense, not necessarily the strong suit for Vucevic, but it's an area that he has definitely shown some improvement.
No doubt, Greg. His greatest strength, obviously, is ability to get on the backboards and rebound with a high efficiency and production. And the key is he's worked to mask those defensive deficiencies. Not a lockdown anchor, but certainly a better team defender than when he entered the league.
And it's put back in by Vucevic.
This guy, a strong rebounder who uses his frame well. Vucevic has a knack for being in the right spot.
Passes it to Garland. Love wide open. He fires. They get the rebound. And it's Drummond missing.
Great rim protection to prevent him from converting. Beautiful.
The shot's good from Fournier.
Well, the body of Evan Fournier comes into play in these difficult finishes. That's really nice.
Here's Sexton. First shot, first basket. He's out of the blocks fast.
Just setting the tone with an aggressive move to the rack. And where's the help defensively?
To me, that's a complete lack of communication on that side of the ball. These guys need to be talking to each other.
Ross, he's checked in for Jonathan Isaac. A big group substitution here for Cleveland. The Magic shooting their first free throw of the game.
Yeah, and fairly decent a season ago, about 77% from the line.
In the corner, Nance with it. Lets it go with a 3. That one, no good. And it's the Magic taking it the other way. Here's Fournier. Played in with a nice touch off the glass. Fournier's got 7. About 3 minutes gone here in the first quarter. Sexton against Vucevic. Here's Porter, and he's fouled pretty hard on that shot. And folks, the coach's challenge has been initiated for a personal foul. Close game like this, and he thought it wasn't a good call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now here is Augustine. And there's the pass to Ennis. Sexton against Augustine. Clock at 6. And here's Thompson. The drive by Nance. Bamba with the block.
I'll tell you, the kind of lockdown defender Mo Bamba can be. Send it back, young man.
And we're just over 3.5 minutes into the first quarter. Now, Ross. He's gotten some minutes, but nothing on the board yet. And it's good for 2.
And just a step ahead of the D in that possession there, making the pass. Nice assist.
And it's going to be out of bounds. The Magic will take it. And now let's revisit that exceptional mobile 1 block.
Some intimidation right away. Got to show those shooters you're going to be there all night long.
Now here is Augustine. In the corner, Bamba with it. And the ball travels out of bounds. It was last touched by Bamba. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Pass to Windler. He feeds it to Thompson. And Thompson throws it down.
Well, Thompson's athleticism allows him to finish with power.
Here's Bamba. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, just solid work on the back end of that play.
Yep, you're right. Finished hard with 2 hands on that stuff. Here's Sexton. Score the basket, his second of 2 attempts.
And those are the kind of nice inside looks they've gotten here in the first half.
There's 31 seconds left in the first. Down low. Here's Vucevic. Back to Bamba. Pass to Ennis. Orlando moving the ball around. Here's Augustine. And Thompson sends it back.
Oh, the former Longhorn Thompson really elevating for the rejection. Love the energy, guys.
Quick job of getting up the floor and creating early offense.
You don't give the defense any chance to set up. Sometimes you just love an easy look.
Well, that's one way he can finish, but far from the only way he gets it done. He's got all kinds of tricks up his sleeve.
The first quarter all wrapped up, and it's been an exciting game so far. It's the Magic. They're up by 1. And we'll get the second quarter underway on the other side. And we hope you're enjoying the game. Both teams tonight keeping things pretty even so far in the scoreboard. And guys, for the Magic, what jumps out to you so far, numbers-wise?
Just a terrific first quarter, sparked really by their unselfishness.
I'll tell you, that willingness to make the extra pass, that is what creates good looks. It also forces the defense to scramble.
And now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset our lineups. So on the floor for Cleveland, they've got Drummond. Porter is out there with Kevin Love. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2 guard.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Absolutely appreciate the effort, though. He really went after it. So close.
The Magic making a switch here. Gordon's checked in. A switch here also for Cleveland. Osman's checked in. Here's Gordon. Ross on the wing. Gordon deciding where to go with it. 3-pointer. It's Drummond with the rebound. And it's Drummond with the ball. He'll bring it up for the Cavaliers.
Well, you can't help but think of the dunk contest robbery with Aaron Gordon. Didn't receive max points on some of his dunks that clearly deserved it. Said he's done with the event after the last go. And I can't say I blame him.
Passes to Bamba. Knocked away. Carter Williams, the pass to Ross. A second chance effort. The Cavaliers pull it in. And with the dunk contest and Aaron Gordon, some of the dunks he pulled off, Greg, were outstanding.
I mean, going over Taco Fall was the big one. The one-handed windmill was impressive as well. Gordon doesn't need a trophy. Everyone knows he's one of the best dunkers we've ever seen.
And finished off by Porter.
Gotta take care of the ball. They'll punish you if you're that careless.
That's right, and that's severe punishment right there.
Boy, in a tight game like this, that can change the whole tone. It helps your opponent get into a little bit of a rhythm.
Well, the superstar players always get the headlines, but you need more great role players, it seems, as you look at the history of champions to win. So that being said, Greg, what kind of role players do you look for?
You know, Kevin, it starts on your best player, and I think you go from there. Obviously, in today's game, spot-up shooting is critically important, and then you got to factor in versatility. You need guys that can guard multiple positions, that give you some rim protection, but obviously that can also shoot the basketball. And I think it's critical having that instant offense guy coming off the bench as well, to when your team's in a bit of a funk, somebody you can trust to kind of light a fire.
Good point.
This is encouraging to see Jonathan Isaac finish through contact. He obviously will fill out that frame and add some weight, but the balance really impressive.
Here's Gordon to the paint. He's looking for Isaac and finds him. The pass to Fultz. Isaac outside. And another shot. And there's Fultz on the assist by Isaac. And the Magic lead by 2.
Taking back the lead once more. Give these teams credit. Man, they are battling.
Neither team willing to give an inch, and neither able to seize the momentum. This has been a fascinating one to watch.
The plan of attack is obvious. Get the ball inside and go strong to the rim.
The Magic have gone 2 of 6 from the field in the second quarter so far. Fultz kicks to Gordon.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Outside Fournier. Pass to Vucevic. It drops for his 3rd basket. He's missed only 1 shot.
Well, Evan Fournier is a fundamentally sound player, and if his teammates are open, he will deliver the rock.
Here's Dellavedova, off to a good start as he hits his first shot attempt.
And guys, they continue to put a lot of pressure on the interior defenders with their work down low.
And so it's going to be a 3-second violation out there on the defense. This is his 2nd trip to the line in this one.
At about an 82% clip a season ago, so I'm sure he'll take those numbers.
And he shows the focus there, nails the technical.
You get a little glimpse into the mindset of Evan Fournier. This guy will do whatever it takes to win.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Cavaliers trailing. Now Cleveland moving it up. The shot by Sexton, no good. Magic have gone 3 of 8 from the field since the beginning of the second quarter. Fournier passes to Vucevic. Augustine looking around. Pass to Vucevic. Unable to get that one. Good D by Thompson. Cavaliers have gone 4 of 7 from the field in this second quarter so far. And the foul is called. He intentionally grabbed him there for some reason. I don't know.
Kevin, all I can think of is that he's trying to slow the game down a little bit. That's a stretch, though. Definitely a strange move on his part.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Vucevic. Aminu comes in for Aaron Gordon. And it's Ross in for Evan Fournier. And it's out of bounds. The Cavaliers able to retain possession here. 34 seconds left to play here in the second quarter. Here's Sexton.
This is the ridiculous wingspan of Mo Bamba. He's a problem for offensive players.
And Ennis slams it in.
And some hang time on the rim. Puts a little cherry on the top of that slam.
Well, those kind of displays of strength can get one team rolling. To the inside, Thompson. And Bamba pulls it down. Inside. Oh, and they get in the way of the alley-oop. Not to be. Good play defensively. And some good action through the first 2 quarters as we reach halftime. Thank you, David, and we'll be back after halftime as the third quarter gets underway.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Greetings to each and every one of you. It was a closely contested first quarter for Orlando. They ended the period holding on to a slim 1-point lead. And that.
And we've got second half action for you. Thus far, a pretty evenly contested game. Nice game. Great performance by Evan Fournier.
No problems fighting his way to the rim in this one. A lot of points in close.
And part of that has to do with his mindset. He has been looking to push the action at every opportunity, and he has been in attack mode all night.
At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. That's who's out there for Orlando. Fultz kicks to Fournier. Gordon inside. He's guarded by Love. 6 on the shot clock. Cavaliers shooting at 48% from the floor. Looking good. Here's Garland. Banked in off the glass. And the Cavaliers lead by 1.
Well, that's an example of using both vision and playmaking ability to find the open teammate. Sexton is a quality floor general.
And Vucevic kicks to Fournier. The shot's good on the assist by Vucevic. Fournier's got 11 points. 7 lead changes now, and we're just in the third quarter.
Yeah, frustrating for a coach, but it's great to watch as a fan.
Love right side. Lets it go from deep. Bangs home the trifecta.
3 for 3, and that's always a good way to start the second half.
Well, one thing that Kevin Love will always have is his passing. He'll be one of the best deep court passers until the day he retires.
And we know this, Greg. He took his inspiration with that ability from the great Wes Unseld. He, too, an incredible passer. Easy opportunities at the rim in a jump start of the break situation. Just 2 incredible guys at what they do.
Ray, can you really compare players from completely different eras? I mean, people love to talk about the greatest of all time.
You know, Kev, some players do transcend eras. There is no doubt about that. Wilt's a great example, and there are many others. But in reality, to your point, the style and the way in which the game was played was so different that it isn't fair. I mean, all you can be is the best of your generation, or one of the best. And I think that should stand no matter what the conversation is.
Like, there's no doubt in your mind Oscar Robertson could play in this era as well as he played when he played.
No doubt. Bill Russell, all those guys,
yes,
they're truly
yes.
great ones. So much of your ability to perform at a high level is built around your confidence and your belief in your abilities. And those guys had it as much as anybody who's ever played the game.
They tried to stay perfect in the half, but 3 for 4 now.
And finished off by Fultz.
Boy, there's big-time athleticism in the body of Markelle Fultz. Get up, young sir.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And finished off by Fultz.
And Fultz is a great dunker. Makes high-octane slams look effortless.
Garland with it. 6 points for him. And that one drops. Garland's got 6 points in the quarter.
Important points there. Got him on a nice play, getting the ball inside and right to the bucket.
It's Fournier on the wing. Rebound Andre Drummond. Drummond's got his 5th rebound in this one. To the paint. Here's Love. And it's sent back by Isaac.
You can see the long wingspan of Jonathan Isaac coming into play twice on the pipes.
Garland dishes to Drummond. Got it. Good job in the low post. Now just a 2-point Orlando lead.
Just a late reaction there from the defense, and he is always going to finish that one.
Carter Williams, the pass to Fournier. And a great assist by Carter Williams as that one goes in. Fournier's got 17 now.
Well, I absolutely love the way this guy has controlled the pace tonight. They've been able to play the style they want.
Garland with the bucket.
Tremendous balance and body control. Darius Garland, no stranger to finishing inside.
And 1:01 left in the third. Fultz looking around. Offline with his 3. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Porter dishes to Drummond. Love trying to break loose. And that one's good. Drummond.
A tall and powerful big. Drummond has a natural ability to finish inside.
Passes it to Carter Williams. Hands with the ball out of bounds. Fournier last touched it. So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Mohamed Bamba, he's checked in for Vucevic. Aaron Gordon comes in for Isaac. Terrence Ross is checked in for Markelle Fultz. And DJ Augustine subbed in for Carter Williams. Defense doesn't get much better than the mobile one block we just saw on replay.
And read the play perfectly. Gets himself in the air at the right moment. Terrific denial.
For the lead, Thompson misses. And it's Gordon with the ball. He brings it up for the Magic. It's a one-point game. That one goes in.
Wow, how about the explosiveness of Terrence Ross? What great acceleration on the effective drive.
Here's Sexton. Ball's knocked loose and out of bounds as the Magic will gain possession. And here's Augustine. Oh, he got it to go!
Wow, how about that?
One eye on the rim, one eye on the clock. Nice job.
Well, finishing quarter strong.
And as we end the third quarter, a great game. Both teams playing well. Orlando out in front. They're up by 5. And we're just moments away from the start of the fourth quarter. Stay with us. And let's take this chance now to show you the State Farm assist of the game.
And he may not be known as a pass-first guy playing out of the two-guard spot, but he shows here that he can dole out an assist or two when he needs to.
Well, having multiple playmakers on the floor makes you a much tougher team to defend.
And with 3 quarters behind us, we start the fourth quarter in what is still anybody's ball game. And Cleveland looking at who they've got to start the fourth quarter. Nance and Thompson are up front. Then there's Sexton. Then it's Porter. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard. Nice shot there by Bamba.
Well, excellent pursuit of the basketball by Mo Bamba. Love his effort there.
Now Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
And that's a little lack of fight at the defensive end.
Absolutely. At least on that slam, you're right. That's one way to let a team back in the game.
Right, you can see on that possession, one side playing with a little desperation, the other side losing focus.
On the wing, Nance. From deep. Cleveland gets it back. On the wing, Nance. Sexton the pass to Nance. Goes back up. The kick out to Porter. 4 on the clock. Sexton for 3. Orlando grabs the miss. Gordon's got his 5th rebound right now in the game. Cleveland moving the ball around. Stolen by Gordon. Augustine against Sexton. Now here is Augustine. Six to shoot. Pulls it from the elbow. It's rebounded by Cleveland. Thompson's got rebound number 5 here tonight.
Well, this has not been his finest hour, but give your teammates some credit for doing the job of stepping in.
Magic leading by 7. It's stolen by Nance. Porter finds Sexton. And he floats in for the easy 2. Credit the assist on that one.
Okay, the initiative from the young bull, Colin Sexton, as some like to call him. How about that drive?
The pass to Ennis. And here's Augustine. Back to Ennis. Pass to Bamba. Good D by Thompson.
Boy, that's one he wishes he could have back, especially against soft defense.
Stolen by Gordon. And now here's Ennis, the fast break opportunity. And the dunk by Bamba.
Well, Mo Bamba, no doubt.
And just about 3 minutes through the fourth quarter here.
2 minutes, less than 2 minutes remaining in the quarter.
Sexton kicks to Nance. A three-pointer off the mark.
He is single-handedly dropping the temperature in here with that cold streak.
He is trying to shoot his way out of it, and it might be better for him to pass the basketball at this point.
You gotta love his hustle, leaving the defense no time to react.
The finish in transition, nice and easy.
Augustine dishes to Bamba. Augustine against Sexton. Pass to Ennis. We've played just over 3.5 minutes now in the fourth quarter. And good. Coming in on the assist by DJ Augustine. Augustine's got 4 assists in the game. And Thompson throws it down.
Tristan Thompson's played in the biggest games in the NBA. Big moment, no problem.
Passes it to Bamba. Gets it to drop, and now he's shooting at a 5-for-8 clip.
Well, so great when your offense produces a shot that close to the rim. The rest of the work becomes easier.
2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul.
You know, it's easy to say, but this is one guy you don't want to foul. Colin Sexton is an excellent free throw shooter.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Vucevic checked in for Mohamed Bamba. Jonathan Isaac comes in for Ennis. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And Markelle Fultz is subbed in for Augustine. Here's Love, and it's blocked by Gordon.
Boy, the vertical that Aaron Gordon has helps him on the defensive end. Twice on the pipes with that block.
And stolen by Love.
Every second counts now. They can't wait around.
This is the very definition of desperation time. You've got to score every trip. Absolutely fearless is Darius Garland. Clutch shot, no problem.
And that one sends the bench into a frenzy.
I'll tell you, these guys have worked so hard together. Everyone pulling in the same direction. Beautiful to watch.
Back to Fournier. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Isaac passes to Fournier. Another miss by Orlando. To the middle. Here's Sexton. Money!
Oh, what a delivery by the young Colin Sexton. Fearless and unbowed.
And Steve Clifford wants a timeout. And now, let's present our New Balance Player of the Game, Darius Garland.
And his percentage from the field tonight seemed almost made up. I didn't think it was possible to have that kind of success shooting the basketball. You need a little bit of luck, a bunch of hard work, and a whole lot of talent.
And well, 4 quarters weren't enough to decide this ballgame. Sit back and enjoy as we move on to overtime.
Here we go.
Tip-off goes to Orlando. And always a good ride in these post-regulation battles. This overtime now looking to be an exciting one. All fueled up and ready to go to overtime basketball here, brought to us by Gatorade. Let's check out who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. Ashman and Love are the forwards. And it's Drummond in at the pivot spot, manning the middle. There's the pass to Fultz. Back to Fournier. Pass to Gordon. Clock at 6. And it's Gordon finishing it off.
Aaron Gordon in a big moment, unafraid to deliver. How pretty is that?
Here's Garland. And it's Drummond with the jam.
There's a certain resiliency to this team, and you're starting to see it.
No doubt keeping it very close. They're going to have to step up even more to get over the hump here.
Fournier's shot is off.
He is too good a shooter, guys, to be left open like that. The defense just dodged a bullet there. Well, Sexton might be young, but he is unafraid and unabashed. What a play.
The Magic trail by 4. Guys are looking for a spark here.
Yeah, a cold stretch offensively, for sure.
And And stolen by Sexton. And Sexton slams it in.
This guy is such a dynamic guard with active hands. Sexton makes that defensive play to get them a bucket.
Now a timeout called by Orlando. They trail by 6. 1:32 left to play in the first overtime. Ahmed Bamba, he's checked in for the Magic. Aminu comes in for Isaac. About 90 seconds off the clock here in the extra period. Pass to Fultz. Now here's Fournier over Sexton. That one wide left.
You almost have to assume he's going to knock those down when he is that open.
Here's Vucevic. He'll bring it up for the Magic. They trail by 6. Nice shot there by Bamba.
He's showing he wants to be the man. Bamba has the hunger to step up in those big moments.
Now here's Garland. Guarded by Fultz. Stolen by Bamba. Fast break. Here come the Magic. And that'll be 2 free. The coach's challenge has been issued. Close game like this, down to the wire, this is what it's for.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Now, here's Garland. He's covered by Aminu. Over in the corner, Osman. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. And Orlando has possession. Fultz finds Fournier. Back to Fultz. Puts up a 3. Andre Drummond grabs the miss. Sexton on the wing. Drummond with it. Sexton the pass to Garland. It's good.
Sexton is a point guard. It is his job to share the wealth, and he does there.
So we see the Cavaliers get the win here. And they had some nervous moments down the stretch, but things finally came together. and getting mentally prepared to compete. You see the focus.
Kevin, thanks.
DA, thanks a lot. Here's the starting group for the Cleveland Cavaliers. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Garland and Sexton man the backcourt. And it's Drummond in at the center position. And for the Bulls, White and Levine team up in the backcourt. Markkanen and Carter are up front. And it's Porter in at the 3 slot. And the jam by Levine.
Oh, man, what a smart feed from Markkanen. I mean, I'd like to see him do that more, get his teammates involved.
And last year, Lauri Markkanen was asked to change his style of play a bit. He did more spot-up shooting for the team.
Yeah, and honestly, in my opinion, GA, it was a waste of what Markkanen can be. I mean, this kid can dunk on you inside, post up, face, get you in the triple threat, shoot the 3 off the spot up, and more so importantly, maybe even handle the ball. He can make players around him better. He has one of the quickest first steps to take guys off the dribble in the league for his size. I'd like to see him take greater advantage of his skill set. Well, if there's a better rebounder in the league than Drummond, tell me, because I'd like to know about him. I mean, his work on the offensive glass is huge for them.
The Cavaliers have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start this one so far. And Porter, here we go. Here's Carter. Up and in on the layup.
What concentration from the big man right there. Carter Jr., I mean, he's experienced at converting difficult baskets.
To the right side. Down low. It's stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Levine with the ball. And denied. He sends it right off the glass. Here's Sexton. Here's Love. Good work defensively by Carter.
That's a surprise. I mean, really out of character for him to miss when the defense is not right up on him.
Good at running the correct route. I love that play. I like seeing Levine work hard to beat everyone at the court.
Here's Garland. After Chicago picking up a basket just moments ago. Just about 2 minutes into the game. First quarter of basketball. And here we go. Fast break. Levine's got it. Oh!
Tell us how you really feel
about that finish.
Got to give Levine some love. Many of the dunks he pulls off are just flat out nasty.
Here's Garland. Chicago grabs the miss. White down low. Good on the shot.
Well, not hard to see why they are giving up points on this run. Just too many good looks from in close.
Got a piece of it. Porter with the steal. Outside Levine. And then Carter with the jam.
Well, because of Carter Jr.'s dynamic athleticism, his teammates trust him to finish alley-oops and stop it.
To the inside. Stolen by Carter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Here's Porter. Shooting foul as the whistle blows. He'll shoot 2 free throws.
And C-Web last season, pretty much a lost year for Otto Porter. Dealt with that foot issue the majority of the year. That just kind of kept him out of the rotation.
Yeah, GA, I mean, I feel bad for everyone. The team viewed him as a key component. He was just gone. I mean, he was able to come back right before the season suspension. Porter's still young, and he's looking to reestablish himself as a solid wing this year.
And here are the Bulls now. They're on a 14-4 run. Here's Satoransky, and he makes it look easy, dunking it hard with one hand.
Displaying intensity right off the opening tip, especially on the offensive end.
Yeah, they've been very aggressive, and they've taken early control of this game.
And there's the 3-second call, this one on the defense. Cleveland shooting their first free throw of the game. And the technical free throw is good. Looking at current NBA players, Greg, leaving aside the real star players, who would you love to have played with from this era?
Man, there's so many guys that, you know, and I hate to call them role players because they bring so much more to the table, but in reality, they got to fill some roles, right? And, you know, John Collins is a guy who's got great potential, a tremendous finisher around the rim. How about Robert Covington, a smooth shooter who defends his tail off?
Davis Bertans, a deadly floor spacer who can put the ball down and create and make plays. So there's so many guys like that in the league that make a difference in determining whether your team can win or lose.
Boy, those are three names I don't know that I would have mentioned, so I'm glad you did. And Cornette gets it to go.
Oh, great ball movement there.
And so Sexton will bring it up for the Cavaliers. They trail by 11. Windler, and the layup's good off the glass. Windler's got 6.
I love the ball movement there. He put that on a silver platter. Just served him up.
Porter with the steal. And here we go with Thompson running it up the court. And Sexton slams it in.
And sometimes it seems like Sexton wants to get hit on the way up. He just embraces the challenge.
Some changes for Chicago. Valentine comes in for Young. And it's Shaquille Harrison in for Satoransky. Free throw good, Sexton.
And you can't help but see the impact Thompson has in the paint. On both ends of the floor, he's a rock planted near the rim. Very strong legs that help him get to so many of those rebounds.
About 7 seconds separating the shot and game clocks. He gets that one. Cornette's got his second basket.
They should continue to get the ball inside. The defense struggling to contain them.
Over to the wing. Here's Windler. The basket good off the assist from Sexton.
Sexton has to just keep developing his court awareness. You want to see more passing from him.
Dunn passes to Cornette. And Thompson sends it back. And he recovers it. He knocks it down. But wait a minute. The officials are getting together. They may want to review this one. And it looks like they are going to review the play. The question, did he get the basket off in time?
And to me, guys, it looks pretty clear-cut on the instant replay. I mean, the ball was out of his hands in time. I think they'll confirm this one.
And so it's Chicago, heading to the bench with a 7-point lead as we wrap up the quarter. They've dictated the pace, pushed the ball at every chance, and it's paying off for them. We've got more NBA basketball coming your way in just a minute. And thanks again for tuning in. If you're just joining us, we've played through 1 quarter of action so far. And taking a look at Chicago's performance here, guys, what have they been doing or not doing?
Well, you can see these guys are unafraid to take chances defensively.
Yeah, it's a gambling style that pays off, keeping things in disarray for that offense.
They've got Harrison. He's out there with Dunn. And it's Cornette in at the 5 down low. That's the Bulls' 5 as we get into the second quarter. Here's Cornette. Oh, and that one, no question, powered it down.
The D just kind of stepping aside and letting him get to the rim.
There's a reason, GA. The lead is what it is right now.
The coaching staff has to be upset. You can't give the opposition easy baskets like this.
Windler's shot is off. The Bulls leading by 6. Here's Valentine. Thompson with the rebound.
Everything looked good until the finish, and it all goes wrong.
Here's Porter. Tries yet again. And they had their chances. 2 offensive rebounds, but they still come up empty.
It's been a really tough quarter for him. I mean, he cannot get his shots to drop.
Now Cleveland moving it up. Porter's running. The putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
You know, another reason Sexton gives opponents nightmares. Almost impossible to stick with him in the open court.
And good that time.
And they keep hammering away at him inside, forcing the ball into the paint.
Poked away, and there's the whistle. That goes on Chris Dunn. That is his first foul of the game. So for the Bulls, Wendell Carter, he's checked in for Luke Cornette. Lowry Markkanen comes in for Chandler Hutchison. And it's White in for Chris Dunn.
Wonderful vision. I mean, Love could have taken it himself, but has the eyes and the desire to make plays for others.
Harrison passes to White. Passes it to Carter. Score it. His 3rd straight basket in 3 tries.
Yeah, 3 consecutive field goals have come right at the rim. The D had better start buckling down.
And here's Love from the arc. Valentine grabs the board. The Bulls leading by 6. White goes in. It's good.
And they're beginning to just flat out fall apart defensively right now, especially on the interior.
We're just over 2.5 minutes into the second quarter. And it's sent back by Carter. Some changes for Chicago. Otto Porter Jr., he's checked in for Valentine. Dean comes in for Shaquille Harrison. And Satoransky's subbed in for Kobe White. So the wing on the left. And that one's good. Osman.
And they've got to talk to each other on D there. Miscommunication, and now he's able to make them pay.
Down low. Here's Levine. The kick out to Porter. Back to Levine. He dishes it to Carter. Feeds to Porter. 4 on the shot clock. And it's sent back by Drummond.
Oh, and the coaching staff loves this effort. They want Drummond to keep swatting shots like this.
Cleveland moving it around. Pass to Garland. The dish now to Love. To the left side wing. Osman. Markkanen pulls it in.
The shot's there for him, and he's got to take it. I don't care if he doesn't convert. That's a shot he has to continue to take.
Thaddeus Young. He's checked in for the Bulls. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Love right side. Drummond trying to get himself free, and it's Love missing. The Bulls have gone 4 of 8 so far here in the second quarter. Satoransky, and he drops in the layup off the glass.
Satoransky can get wily on the drive. I mean, able to duck and dodge his way to the shot.
And a lot of contact on that one, so he'll shoot 2 here.
And with the offense getting right to the rim, at least they saved the layup.
The Cavaliers have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
And the Cavaliers making a change here. Windler's checked in. Levine finds Satoransky. Kick out to Levine. A 3-ball. The Cavaliers pull it in.
And you could tell he thought that triple was going to fall.
Takes the 3. Oh, he touched it while it was in the cylinder. That's offensive basket interference. Tristan Thompson, he's checked in for the Cavaliers. Chicago leading by 5. Satoransky, the pass to Levine. 34 seconds left in the first half of the game. And it's sent back by Drummond. In transition, here come the Cavaliers.
Oh, an aggressive move and fantastic finish.
Trying to send a message with that slam, I think. Young in the corner. Potter on the wing. To the middle and stolen by Drummond. They push it up 4 on 3. Here's Osman. Can't hit from in close.
The D hanging tough and stopping what would normally have been an easy layup.
And that's it for the first half of action. What's been a very close game here. Bulls. All right, David, thank you. And stay with us, folks. We'll be back just after halftime.
The 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hello, basketball. Chicago was looking great right away. Near flawless execution from both. And that's a wrap.
And after a fairly even first couple of quarters, the second half could turn out to be a great one as both teams try to gain an edge. Greg, in New York, you obviously played in a number of championship contending teams. What do the Knicks have to do to get back to that feel, that kind of team?
Well, listen, it starts with stability across the board, but mainly that means at the top. And you got to give this new front office, this new regime, an opportunity. I think they got some good young pieces. But title contenders are not in a constant state of flux right now. They've got to take their baby steps here and start moving in the right direction.
Like you say, it does begin in the front office. And so in the game for the Cavaliers, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Andre Drummond is out there with Kevin Love. And it's Garland in at point guard. And that one falls for Carter.
And now, Wendell Carter, a great young prospect for the Bulls. Kevin, he seems steady improvement so far. They believe he'll be a factor for a long time. A little bit shaky at the line there. I mean, he did the important part and got him in front.
And guys, the D has to show a little more fight on the interior than they did on that trip.
Out left to the wing. Markkanen kicks to Levine. And the jam by Levine.
That's the specialty of Levine's. I mean, if you're the defense, you got to know he's looking to dunk it home. Make a poster on you.
And with Carter, they like that he's an impact player on both ends of the floor.
Yeah, Jay, and on the offensive end, he's an underrated passer. I can see him taking more playmaking responsibility in the future. The ceiling on his skill set is very high.
So for the Bulls, Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. And it's Chandler Hutchison in for Otto Porter Jr. And Cleveland also making a change. Larry Nance is checked in for Andre Drummond.
No easy way to stop White on the drive. He's got speed and agility on his side.
Well, wide open look for Love. Again, Love missing. And here's Levine who brings it up for the Bulls. And the basket by Hutchison. And the Bulls lead by 5.
How's that for a start? Good on all 3 attempts so far in the second half.
Out to the right wing. The wide open look here for Garland. The basket good off the assist from Sexton. Sexton's got 3 assists now in this one. Levine passes to Cornett. Back to Levine. Markkanen trying to break loose. Levine, good. Levine's got 10.
And defensively, guys, they've been unable to shut down the middle.
Love outside. The pass to Sexton. Another 3 for Cleveland.
It's been this way since halftime. Tremendous production from beyond the arc.
Yeah, and they aren't just chucking up anything. I mean, they're doing a great job of creating quality looks.
Here's Levine. It's in and good for his 6th field goal in 10 attempts.
And they are attacking the rim and getting great results.
And Love has it in the corner. Another 3 for Cleveland.
Well, you gotta like the awareness from Love, seeing separation and capitalizing off of it with ease.
And White kicks to Cornett. That's another one for him, his 5th in just 7 shots.
Oh, they own the interior right now. 10 straight points coming from inside.
And that's a foul called on Lauri Markkanen. That's his first foul. So for the Bulls, Valentine's checked in for Chandler Hutchison. Shaquille Harris comes in for Levine. And Chris Dunn subbed in for Kobe White. Kevin Porter's checked in for Cleveland. Chicago leading. Valentine with it. He can't get that one. Nice D from Porter. A slam dunk by Garland.
Just the kind of play they need in a game this close.
You know, that's the kind of aggression they want from their floor leader.
This is why they go to him. When the game is tight, he ups his intensity level.
Dunn kicks to Valentine. Goes up and lays it nice and easy. Valentine's got his first bucket in this one.
Another bucket down low. They've been the aggressors, taking the ball inside and attacking at the rim.
The open look here for Sexton. Drains it from beyond the arc. Sexton's got the lead up to 1 now for the Cavs.
And they're getting their points now almost exclusively from the triple. 4 of their last 5 makes are from beyond the arc.
And Cornett gets it to go. Cornett's got 4 this quarter.
I don't know what's happening defensively, but they're not putting up any resistance.
Now, here's Garland. He's guarded by Markkanen. Garland kicks to Sexton. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. And Love throws it down.
The heart, the hustle. Kevin Love takes pride in beating everybody to the spot. He's an amazing offensive rebounder.
Dunn attacking. Good on the bucket. This game has a lot of character here in the 3rd period. 6 changes of the lead here.
Intensity is the theme for this one.
Knocks it loose and stolen by Valentine. Pass to Cornett. That's in, coming off an assist from Dunn. Now it's a 3-point Bulls lead.
What unselfishness from the young guard, Dunn. He's making more of an effort to distribute the ball.
Good to see a player going all out when the game's this tight.
You know, G.A., he knows what his job is. Patrol the offensive glass.
Second chance opportunity so big in this instance. They have to feel fortunate that they could extend that play.
And at the close of the third quarter, still a close game, and both teams putting up points in a hurry. It's Chicago. And a quick look now at the State Farm assist of the game.
And the definition of teamwork right there, guys. I mean, what great communication between them, and what a beautiful feed.
I mean, well, if you're the coaching staff, I mean, you're pumped up. This highlight will not only make it on the TV, it'll make it into the film session.
And it's been a very competitive game. And here we go with the coach's challenge. Not surprised in a competitive game like this. And he's disputing the personal foul call.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at. And how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Okay, well, let's check in with David Aldridge, who's reporting from the sidelines.
Hey, Kevin, during that last break, I heard J.B. Bickerstaff talking with his team and said he just wants them to play faster. It feels like they've been too lackadaisical with the ball and that their aggressiveness just isn't there right now. Kevin, back to you.
Thanks so much, David. Sexton deciding where to go with it. Pass to Drummond. Back to Sexton. And stolen by Dunn. Kicks it to Young. Trying to get open is Carter. Young's shot is off.
The game has been very close in a lot of areas, but rebounding has been the one differentiator thus far. So I tell you what, he earned his money on that foul.
And the first one drops. So for the Bulls, Lauri Markkanen's checked in for Young. Dean comes in for Satoransky, and it's White in for Dunn. A switch here also for Cleveland. Osman's checked in.
Oh, not many players with the more steady hand at the free throw line than this fella.
Well, we've seen that movie a few times, haven't we? An easy bucket in the paint.
And so Sexton will bring it up for Cleveland. A 2-point game. Final quarter here, and we're just over a minute and a half through it. And it's out of bounds. Last touch by Thompson.
That's just a needless giveaway. You got to make the defense work for their turnovers.
Garland, he's checked in for Sexton. Bulls have gone 2 of 3 from the field to get the fourth quarter started. Dean passes to White. Bulls moving the ball around. Carter kicks to Levine. And we're about 2 minutes into the fourth quarter now. Inside, here's Thompson. And oh boy, a lot of contact there, but and yep, we thought we might see it. And the coach's challenge has been triggered on the personal foul call.
And I think when it comes to some of the more difficult calls to make, personal fouls can be tough. The action is so fast that it's really tough to catch everything in real time.
The wonders of technology, Greg. We've seen replay reviews so effectively, and involving the coaches by being able now to challenge like this is something a lot of people have been hoping for. And so the word is in. They've decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call,
You got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on.
Here's Levine. That counts. He's put up 13 shots, and he's had 8 of those go in.
They have ridden him today, and it has paid off in a big way.
Thompson, left side. The shot comes out.
They came close there to tying it up.
That was a really important possession, especially at this stage of the game. Painful miss. This is what leaders do. Levine commanded the rock and coming through in the big spot.
Here's Garland. Got a piece of it. Stolen by Levine. Around 3 minutes gone here in the fourth quarter. That shot is good. He's taken 15 and made 10 from the field tonight. Garland, the pass to Windler. From the arc. Cloak loose, and it's going to be out of bounds. The Bulls will take it. And the Cavaliers making a change here. The Bulls leading by 6. Outside, Levine. And stolen by Sexton. Now Cleveland moving it up. And Sexton slams it in.
Big shot player. Sexton showing us he loves the spotlight. Seems energized performing here under the bright lights.
Carter kicks to Levine. Fourth quarter of play, and over 3.5 minutes have gone by.
And that's just cold-blooded right there. He's taking no prisoners.
Oh, that's just the mentality you have to have. Not wanting to give the opposition any hope of clawing back into this.
And here's Love for 3. He's now made half of those 10 shots in the game. That's his 5th basket.
There's no fear in the eyes of Love. He's used to feeling pressure as well as scoring in the clutch.
Levine dishes to White. Pass to Carter. On the wing, Levine. Money!
Oozing with confidence right now. You gotta love seeing Levine capitalize in the clutch.
Guys, we've seen a lot of turnovers in this one.
Yeah, focus, focus, focus. Just make the simple play.
Drummond finds Love. Good! And he has brought them to within 2 points.
And you can't get a bigger bucket than that.
That's why they put the ball in his hands. They know they can count on him to make crucial shots.
Bean passes to Carter. Count it!
Oh, that's the guy to go to when everything's frenetic. I mean, Carter has that steady.
Can't waste any time here.
Oh, you're right. They desperately need a bucket, and every second matters. A perfect position to grab the rebound. Gets underneath, boxes out, and pulls it down.
Levine kicks to White. Porter passes to White. And here is Markkanen. Back to White from outside the arc, off target. And so the big win by Chicago in a tight game. It was up for grabs right until the final.
2K Sports welcomes you to the following presentation of the NBA.
For the land of the free.
Welcome, everyone. Thanks for tuning in to 2K Sports. Now let's take a look at the Bulls' opening lineup. Levine at the 2 with Porter at the 3. Markkanen and Carter are up front, and it's White in at the point. And for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Fultz, and it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And slam dunk by Vucevic.
And how sweet a play was that?
As sweet as it gets, an exquisite pass to set up the powerful alley-oop dunk. Now here's Levine. Outside, White. Outside, Markkanen. He dishes it to Levine. Down to 5 on the shot clock. That one falls.
The height to see over the defense and the unselfishness. Terrific pass by Markkanen.
And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for the Magic.
And with Lauri Markkanen, the former 7th pick in the draft, you like him best when he's aggressive and looking for his own shot.
You're right, Greg. I like angry Lauri Markkanen because he's dangerous when he has that type of mindset. He needs to have that mentality of a #1 option, even if he's not one. That's when he's the most impactful on the floor.
That free throw, no good.
And the feeling is with Fultz, tremendous potential. Could be one of those game-changing type point guards who scores and passes with ease.
Here's Levine. And he banks in the layup.
Providing so much size and athleticism out of the backcourt. Levine challenging the heart of that defense.
Fournier dishes to Gordon. Oh, and he jams it right over Wendell Carter. Wow.
My goodness, that was absolutely filthy.
Oh, nasty. This building is stunned. He dug deep, Greg, into his bag of tricks there. And Levine throws it down.
Explosive move there by Zach. Quick first step, then a thunderous finish.
Lobbed up there for Isaac. And out of bounds as the Bulls gain possession.
No clue where that pass was going. That is a brutal turnover.
So first quarter just over a minute and a half in. White up top, guarded by Fultz. White trying to get open. Orlando grabs the miss. And here we go. Fast break. Fultz has got it. Good work there as it goes.
And it's easy to see that Fultz is a nightmare in transition. A gear-shifting point guard who can slice and dice any D in the open floor.
Several lead changes going on here in the early portion of this game.
It reminds me of that cameo song, Back and Forth.
And it's sent back by Carter.
Nice anticipation from Wendell Carter. He keeps himself in position to make defensive plays. I'm not sure what happened on that play. May have relaxed a little bit once he got to the rim.
Fultz looking around. Vucevic against Carter. Today, Greg, we see a lot more friendly rivalries. Does that bother you?
Not at all. I mean, people like to say, well, our era had the rivalries were more bitter. I disagree with that. I think guys are every bit as competitive today as they've ever been.
That's good to hear.
They just also have more exposure and opportunity to be around one another. Kids today growing up, they've been playing against each other since the 5th, 6th grade in national tournaments. When we played, we didn't get to see the other top players around the country. So I think that was one reason why you didn't have a closeness with guys that unless you were on the same team.
Orlando making some changes. Terrence Ross is checked in for Evan Fournier, and DJ Augustine subbed in for Markelle Fultz. Chicago also making some changes. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Wendell Carter. Young comes in for Lauri Markkanen, and Satoransky subbed in for White. Levine passes to Cornett, makes it off the glass.
Up in his playmaking skills, when Levine notices an open teammate, he whips the pass over.
Satoransky against Augustine. Pass to Ross. 5 on the clock. Here's Vucevic. Plays it up and banks it in.
Great vision there from Ross to find the open man.
Here's Satoransky. Levine with it. And the pass to Satoransky. Back to Levine. And he could not get that one to go. A lot of contact, and he'll go to the line for 2.
And the deep ball has come alive the last few seasons for Zach LaVine. He set a Bulls record for made threes in a season last year.
Hey, Greg, Zach LaVine continues to work and improve his shot, which has been fantastic. He not only trusts his shot at this point, but feels it's a strength now. He's more willing to look for jumpers in big possessions now.
Here's what Orlando's going with right now. Bamba is checked in for Gordon. Ennis comes in for Jonathan Isaac. And it's Carter Williams in for Augustine. Now here's Vucevic. And Chandler Hutchison is going to pick up the foul. That is his first foul of the game.
Oh, great defense there. Anticipated the play and got there first.
Chicago making a switch here. Valentine's checked in. And so it's Ennis bringing it up now for the Magic. They trail by 1. Done with it. Now defended by Carter Williams. A shot by Valentine. No good.
And he thought he had a clear path to the hoop, but the defense didn't give up on that play and cut him off.
You like the extra pass. MCW using his height to see over the defense, and he finds the open man.
Dunn left side. Passes it to Hutchison. Lets the 3 fly. No good on the shot. 1 quarter in the books, and it's been a close one so far. Orlando out in front. They lead by 1. 2K Sports. And if you're just tuning in, it's been a pretty even game through the first quarter. And when you consider how the Magic are doing, what do you think?
Boy, their offense looks really good when everyone's in sync. Terrific first quarter.
This is exactly what you want to see if you're a coach. Your team starting fast and playing with confidence.
So for Chicago right now, Harrison out there with Chris Dunn. Then there's Valentine. And it's Cornette in at the 5, roaming the paint. Valentine passes to Harrison. He gets it in there.
Good job of stepping up to the plate there, seizing back the momentum for his team.
That's the competitor in him. Close game. Let me have this one.
In transition, here come the Bulls. Here's Dunn, and Dunn with the slam.
Quick off the floor, Chris Dunn padding that shooting percentage with a play at the rim.
Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. Pass to Ross. Oh, Vucevic in position. Up again.
The activity from Bamba when he's playing with a high motor, watch out.
Chicago leading. Dunn outside. Cornette kicks to Dunn. To the paint. Out to the right wing. Shot clock at 6. Yes, that goes in. Cornette's got the lead up to 3 now for the Bulls.
That's their 3rd straight make off an assist.
It's tipped. In transition, here come the Bulls. For the finish, rips down the breakaway slam.
You have to be careful with the ball around Dunn. He'll pick it and send it back the other direction.
Vucevic to the pass to Ross. Now here's Carter Williams. Nothing yet on the scoreboard for him. But they'll get another chance. Vucevic finds Bamba. Pass to Ennis. 6 on the shot clock. Here's the lob to the hoop. And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go. Valentine shot good. And the Bulls lead by 7.
moving it around. 8 of their last 10 coming off assists.
And although the passes aren't flashy by any means, Nikola Vucevic, a very effective playmaker at the pivot.
And Vucevic is very calm when pressed. Reads the defense well and makes the simple but impactful pass. Great in dribble handoffs. It's a big reason he averages almost 4 assists a game.
So Orlando going with an almost entirely new group here. Aaron Gordon, he's checking in for Mohamed Bamba. Isaac comes in for Ennis. Evan Fournier's checked in for Ross. And it's Fultz in for Carter Williams. Here's Carter. And it's Orlando with the rebound. Porter with it. Now guarded by Fultz. Here's Markkanen. Lays it up off the glass.
And getting out in transition has been a big part of this run that they're on.
And the officials signal the backcourt violation. Not very careful there.
I mean, these giveaways aren't doing them any favors on the scoreboard.
Here in the second quarter, about 3 minutes played. Back to Satoransky. The kick out to Porter. Some nice ball movement by the Bulls. To the middle. Off target there. That would have pushed the lead to double digits. Here's Fournier. Once again off the mark, Orlando. Here's Chicago. They've got a 12-2 run in progress. Markkanen passes to Carter. Porter against Isaac. Back to Carter. And then Carter with the dunk.
The complete game of Otto Porter. Overplay him, and it's a good bet he'll find the open man.
At the elbow, Vucevic. Gordon deciding where to go with it. He kicks it to Fultz. Outside Fournier. And stolen by White. One-on-one here. It's good, only a few seconds into the shot clock. White's got his first points of the game.
Kobe White excels at turning on the Jets in transition.
And now the first timeout called here for the Magic.
And the lack of rim protection, top of the list.
And it boils down to the question, toughness. One team showing it, the other allowing itself to be bullied.
And Orlando making a change here. Augustine's checked in, then for the Bulls. Young comes in for Carter. And Zach LaVine subbed in for Porter. That is good. And the Bulls lead has got down to 11 on the bucket from Isaac.
And one area Isaac must continue to improve upon. Has the size to dominate inside. Now just needs to add the muscle.
Young outside. Right side, White. It's tipped. Augustine with the steal. And here we go. Fultz heading to the basket.
You have got to be kidding.
Hey, talk about taking things into your own hands. LaVine against Fournier. LaVine passes to Satoransky. Got it. Nice one there from LaVine. LaVine's got 10 points.
The question for Zach LaVine coming in, will he get strong enough? There's your answer.
Fournier, that's for 2. And that would have counted, but his shot was off. Thanks, David. And we'll be back shortly following halftime to get the third quarter underway.
It's the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
Hey, everybody. Welcome to the 2K Sports Halftime Program. I'm Ernie Johnson alongside Shaquille, and Zach LaVine was the man in the first. He had 10 points and 2 assists. And Shaq. And that's going to do it for us here.
And after a very lopsided first half, we'll see if things play out a little more evenly here in the second. You look at Zach LaVine, he's really been playing well.
Yeah, it's been a great performance from him, really staying focused on quality shots.
And many of those quality shots have been jumpers. A very high percentage of those in the first half.
All fueled up and ready to go. Let's reset the lineups courtesy of Gatorade for the second half of basketball. And so in the game for the Magic, Augustine and Fournier are the backcourt tandem. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. And it's Aminu in at the small forward position. Lob pass to Gordon. And stolen by White. Oh, and a fast break for the Bulls. Oh, and there's the alley-oop. And stolen by Fournier. And here we go with the Magic fast break. Look out! Here he comes!
That was amazing. And look at the elevation.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast break.
Levine dishes to White. Back to Levine. White trying to get open.
Good heads-up basketball from Kobe. Spots a wide-open shooter and gets it to him.
When you look at the balance of power between players and teams, Greg, does it feel like the players now have more say, more control than they used to?
No doubt. We're seeing more players demand trades, sign shorter contracts with opt-outs. And the irony of that is, in my era, our best players were fearful for the length of their contracts or the life expectancy of their careers, believe it or not. And these guys today, they understand their value. They know what they bring to the table, and they are utilizing that to the max.
And is that good, Greg, for the game?
I think so. I do think most guys want to win, and they understand that their legacies are going to be defined about whether or not they do.
And we've seen this before. Zach with the ability to put up points in bunches.
Now let's go to the sideline and catch up with our Hall of Famer, David Aldridge.
Hey, Kevin, we know that for years the NBA has thought about a postseason play-in tournament to get more teams and fans involved. Last year's pandemic stoppage basically necessitated its implementation. For the NBA, the disruption of business as usual enabled innovation and risk-taking. I don't want to be too hoity-toity, but it was Albert Einstein who once said, "In the midst of every crisis lies great opportunity." Guys, back to you.
You're right. Thank you, David. Augustine passes to Fournier. And here's Aminu. Fires the three. Markkanen pulls it in.
It's so hard to keep the defense honest when you miss wide open looks like that.
Levine with it. Al-Farouq Aminu covering. Carter kicks to Levine. And they call the foul, so a chance at the line for one more coming up.
And this has been a great job of just getting into the middle of that defense and really scoring effectively from the paint.
Bulls shooting their third free throw attempt of the game.
And if we want to take a look back, they converted about 76% from the line.
So a new group on the floor for Orlando. So Chicago going with an almost entirely new group here. Luke Cornett, he's checked in for Carter. Young comes in for Markkanen. Chandler Hutchison, he's checked in for Otto Porter Jr. And it's done in for Kobe White. Ross in the corner. Just 3 to shoot. Here's Bamba. Hits the front of the rim and out.
Very surprising. He gets the ball where he wants it in a decent matchup.
To the inside. Cornett kicks to Dunn. And again, Chicago, no good. The Magic trail by 20. Now, Chris Dunn, a part of that Zach LaVine trade a few years ago. You know, G.A., what's interesting about Dunn is he actually played a lot of small forward last season.
How about that? Drafted 5th overall back in 2016 as a point guard. He's only about 6'3", but very strong and has long arms and plays with great toughness. Just another example of how small ball is affecting every front court position.
For the Magic, Vucevic comes in for Ennis, and Evan Fournier subbed in for Ross. Then for the Bulls, Harrison's checked in for Luke Cornett, and Satoransky's subbed in for Levine. Dunn outside, and here's Young from the arc, and Bamba pulls it down. The Magic have gone 2 of 5 shooting here in the third quarter. Inside, Fultz, and finished off by Fultz.
Yeah, you got to be aware of that overall athleticism of Fultz. Awesome at getting inside and finishing with power.
And here is Dunn. 34 seconds left to play here in the third. Hutchison passes to Satoransky. Young left side. And the call. And now, yep, this will be a coach's challenge. We thought that might happen, triggering a review of the personal foul.
And this is the time now where the officials can review in closer detail what constituted the original personal foul. Getting a different angle can sometimes make it a lot easier to determine.
Greg, indeed, and the one thing with replay review is that when you see the slow motion replays, you really get a new appreciation for just the immense speed at which these players are moving at, and how fast the action really is, and how hard it can be sometimes, you know, Greg, to make the right call. And so the word is in. They have decided that the call stands as it was made on the floor.
And, you know, even if a coach still feels this wasn't the right call, you got to acknowledge the effort being put in to reviewing it. The double checking, and the game continues on. Any chance you get, you want to put yourself in a position to succeed, and that's what he did there.
Great job of reading the floor, got to the rim, and made a play.
Down low, stolen by Gordon. Bamba inside. He goes up again. And that'll be 2 free throws coming up. Officials on the call with the foul. It goes on Denzel Valentine.
And at almost 7 feet tall, Bamba is hard to cover. He's adept at getting these calls inside.
So he gets them both. Here's Harrison. And so it's the Chicago Bulls. 13 points up at the end of the period. And they're winning the turnover battle very easily in this one. We'll take a quick. And as we head into the fourth, we'll see if there's a comeback in the works or if it's more of the same from the first 3 quarters. And here's Fournier. He brings it up for Orlando. It's a 13-point game. Taking a look at the Bulls, we've got Valentine. Thomas Satoransky is out there with Harrison. And it's Young. And it's Hutchinson in at the 4 slot. And that one is stuffed right through.
And he just dangles from the bucket after sending that one through.
And you can see which team has the swagger right now. Carter Williams finds Vucevic. Lob pass to Gordon. It's tipped and stolen by Valentine. And he's going up for the alley-oop. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And Vucevic throws it down.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you could see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. In the corner, Valentine with it. Young left side, 11 feet away. Rebound by the Magic. Outside Gordon. To the left wing. Here's Carter Williams. Off target from outside. The Bulls leading by 13. 3-on-3. Back to Satoransky. It's rebounded by Carter Williams. The Magic have gone 1 of 3 from the field to start the 4th quarter. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. Floats it up for Young. An emphatic alley-oop jam.
Oh, phenomenal alley-oop slam there.
They are taking advantage of a team that looks lost out there. And then Gordon with the dunk.
A constant threat around the rim. Gordon is an agile big who just throws it down with ease.
Now Satoransky to the inside. Cross with the steal. And here we go. Carter Williams heading to the hoop. And stolen by Valentine. Fast break. Here comes Chicago. He lobs it up. And Young slams it home.
Oh, such a beautiful pass to set that one up.
Yeah, the pass might have been pretty, but the finish was angry. Knocked away. And another fast break chance here for the Bulls. Here we go. Hutchison passes to Satoransky. It's hauled in by the Magic. Vucevic has got his 6th rebound on the night. And Gordon gets it to go in on the assist by Vucevic. You know, winning that championship as you did, Greg, for UNLV, many people don't remember you played much of that season with a broken jaw.
Well, Kevin, I don't remember much of it, to be honest with you. It was pretty hazy. I lost 19 pounds over the course of the season. Championship night, I was 168 pounds.
No kidding.
Yeah. I was wired shut for 8 weeks. Did miss a game, but I tell you what, I don't know if I would do that today. But, you know, it did turn out well with the championship.
As I recall, you broke it against Fresno State, correct?
Yes, got my legs taken out from under me and broke the fall with my face.
Oh, no.
Yeah.
Oh, ouch. And Young now, top of the key. And it's slammed in by Young.
Well, credit them for maintaining that aggression, even being up this much.
They don't want to leave no chance for a comeback. Just focus on playing the right way.
Another shot rejected by Young. Chicago leading by 17.
And this is what they wanted. I mean, to announce their presence in this matchup with authority, very decisive. It can definitely be considered a statement win for the Bulls.
Tonight, they did a great job of getting everyone involved. They had the good passing, and that led to some open shots.
Solid play, definitely, Kevin.
And you know, looking back at all the contributions tonight, it was a really phenomenal all-around game for Zach LaVine.
He really played at his preferred pace, never let adjustments by the defense speed him up or slow him down.
40 seconds left in the fourth quarter. And it's slammed in by Young.
And it's just competing, you know, giving your best when it matters most.
It's called killer instinct. It's one thing to be close at the end. It's another to finish.
Now the Bulls with it. They're on a 14-6 run. Here's Harrison. He's guarded by Ross. There's a 4-second difference from the shot clock to the game clock. 6 to shoot. And there's the slam dunk to finish it off.
They just blocked out the noise, kept on grinding, and this is their reward.
And guess what? It's going to be a fun flight home. Total team effort. Big win on the road.
And so Chicago takes this one, and by a big margin, to come into an opponent's building and dominate. The Magic getting off the bus earlier on. A sharp dress.
Well, the ceremony.
Thank you, D.A. Now the starting group for Orlando. At the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fultz is out there with Evan Fournier, and it's Isaac in at the 3. And for Cleveland, Sexton and Osman on the perimeter. Kevin Love out there with Andre Drummond, and it's Garland in at the point. Now, here's Isaac. Fultz looking around. Back to Isaac. Shot clock at 6. Lob pass to Gordon. Fultz finds Gordon. The 17-footer. Fournier's shot is off.
His touch from mid-range, and that's almost always good. That won't shake his confidence.
The shot by Sexton, no good.
And you can see the defenders afraid to kind of get in his way a lot of times when he's on his way to the basket. But on that one, they were there.
Well, the outcome tonight, Greg, could come down to the big men up front.
You know, versatility will be key. The front court that can be physical but also pass it, stretch the floor will likely be the victor.
So the Orlando Magic able to put the first points up on the board. Garland, and the layup falls.
And that's just a tough shot from Garland, taking the contact.
And Fournier kicks to Isaac. Pass to Fultz. Back to Isaac. To the paint. And there's Fultz on the assist by Isaac.
And Fultz isn't bashful inside. He feels at ease shooting in the paint.
Now the pass to Drummond. Over to the left wing. Here's Osman. The putback. Great positioning on the putback.
Oh, big time putback there. What a great motor on this guy.
There is no one who goes after those rebounds harder. Fournier passes to Gordon. Back to Fournier. Orlando moving the ball around. To the inside. A miss that time would have put him up. The Magic have gone 2 of 3 here to start out the game.
And at last season's trade deadline, Andre Drummond traded away basically for a second-round pick. A shockingly low return for a guy who was once considered a franchise player.
Drills it from outside.
And how about the quick-fire release of Fultz? It is difficult to guard. You know he's thinking about shooting as the pass is coming his way.
Now, here's Garland. To the right side. From downtown. And it's Osman missing. And, Greg, why is it that the Pistons got so little in exchange for Drummond?
Well, I think he was an impending free agent. I think Detroit looking to rebuild. Also, it says something about the center position in today's game.
And that one's good. Drummond.
And Sexton working the ball to a teammate. That's what you want to see from him.
And here in the first, about 3 minutes in. Fultz with the ball. He's got 5. Isaac finds Gordon. Oh, Vucevic in position. Now Fultz. Kept alive. And the second chance effort by Gordon.
And offensive rebounding really about timing and positioning there. Gordon using both to burn the D.
1:31 left in the first quarter of the game. To the wing right side. Here's Osman. Here's Drummond. Uses the glass to finish the layup. Drummond's got 6.
Pursues the offensive glass with purpose. Drummond knows who he is, and boy, does he attack it.
Fournier gets a wide open look. And the 3 off target.
And they had some botched coverage that turned into no coverage.
That shot missing. And so it's Fultz who brings up the ball for Orlando. The shot's good from Fournier.
Fultz is not just looking to score the ball. He also is equally engaged in terms of facilitating for his teammates.
Now, here's Garland. Ball's knocked loose. Back to Osman. The tray. And Vucevic pulls it down.
No doubt he's struggling right now from the field. Let's see if he can get it going this quarter.
Outside Fournier. He kicks to Fultz. And it's Osman with the rebound. The Cavaliers trail by 3. Inside, Garland. The slam dunk by Garland.
That's pretty crazy. Garland at his size getting way up.
For Orlando, they've gone 5 of 9 from the field here in the first. And Vucevic throws it down.
This can make it so much easier for your teammate when you throw that lead pass that gets to him right on the money, whether that's on the run or in the shooting pocket.
Now Garland. And they're unable to get the tying basket there. So at the end of 1 quarter of play, still a close game. Magic lead by 3. It's the NBA on 2K Sports. And some good action in the books as we get back to the game that's been pretty close here so far. And from what we've seen from Orlando, what do you guys see?
Well, their effort on the defensive end has set the tone for this game.
That defense has been infectious here as everybody stepping up aggressively on that end.
Nance and Thompson are up front. Then it's Porter. Then there's Colin Sexton. And it's Windler in at the shooting guard position. That's the group for Cleveland going right now here in the second. The drive by Nance. Back to Sexton. 6 on the shot clock. Nance tips it back in.
Hard for opposing teams to box out Nance because of all the activity that Larry Nance Jr. has. Plays alive on every possession.
And out of bounds. The Cavaliers will take it. The Cavaliers trailing. Sexton the pass to Thompson. Here's Porter. That's in, coming off the assist from Thompson. Porter's got his first 2 points.
Thompson with a nice job finding the open man, creating for his teammate.
And you have to be excited about the work rate that Thompson has shown lately. He has become a much more active player.
Well, the ability just to stay with that high motor is Tristan Thompson's calling card at this point. On the interior, wants to play physical and wants to disrupt anything he can on the inside to make an impact. Always impressive when a smaller player has a nose for the ball and rises up amongst the taller ones to grab rebounds.
Ross finds Carter Williams. Down low. And Bamba with the basket on the assist from Carter Williams. Bamba's got the lead up to 3 now for the Magic. Here's Porter. Here's Thompson out to Nance. And a wide open look for Porter. Cleveland with a fresh shot clock. Here's Windler. Gets the three-pointer to fall. Windler's got the game tied up here for the Cavs.
And he found the perfect spot behind the arc there. Big gap in the D.
Bamba inside. Working on Thompson. 2 points. That one goes. Bamba's got 6 points.
Man, have they been effective at getting the ball inside.
To the paint. And Thompson throws it down.
Tristan Thompson with some force on that one.
Magic have gone a nice 3 of 3 to start the second. Ennis dishes to Bamba. Tries again. Carter Williams against Porter. Clock at 6. Ross on the wing. Over Nance. No good from Ross. The Cavaliers have gone 4 of 10 in the second quarter from the field. Pass to Porter. Cleveland moving it around. Nance with no one around. Off target from 3-point range. Here's Bamba. He's off on that one, so Cleveland will take it the other way. And here's the fast break. Porter leading the way. 1:56 left now here in the second. Here's Windler. And contact on the shot, so he'll be shooting free throws here.
Really, the right play defensively. If you can't block, force him to the line.
We know how important the draft is, Greg. It can shape an organization. Talk about some of the best draft day deals of the last couple decades. There have been a lot of them.
Oh, there have been a few. I mean, just coming to mind here recently, how about when Kawhi was traded to the Spurs? That was a huge get. Go back to how about Kobe going to the Lakers, McHale and Parrish coming to the Celtics. I mean, we've seen that happen quite a bit, and I tell you what, boy, it can really transform a franchise's future.
Gordon kicks to Vucevic. We've got 1:13 left in the first half. And Garland with a clear path to the basket. That one drops for him. Garland's got 6.
Pretty good energy from the young guard Garland there. Rockets right back up the court in the fast break.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Passes it to Vucevic. To the middle and stolen by Drummond. And here's the break. Garland with the bucket. And now a 6-point Cavalier lead.
The ball movement on this run has been fantastic and is a big part of why they've been able to get these good looks.
Fultz kicks to Isaac. Another miss, and they've really hit a rough patch here. Cleveland's gone 1 of 6 from three-point land in the second quarter. Less than 20%, but they've continued to let them fly. And there's the defensive 3-second call. For Cleveland, they have been perfect at the line so far, albeit just 2 for 2. And so he hits the technical free throw.
Pretty exciting, the potential of Darius Garland. If he finds an offense that he can operate in and continue to be efficient, he's a guy that's going to keep improving.
Well, if it ain't broke, don't fix it. They keep getting it in the paint and continue to score consistently.
And it's Gordon finishing it off.
And we all know Gordon isn't just going to lay it up. He's going for the throwdown every time.
Of right side. Out to the wing. Back to Drummond. And stolen by Fournier. And we finished one half of basketball. Cleveland ahead. They lead by 7. It's time now to go courtside as we...
Thank you.
Thanks so much, David, and we'll step away briefly, but get you right back out here for the start.
And now, the 2K Sports Halftime Show.
The first quarter for the Cavaliers was fairly even. The deepest hole they got themselves into in the opening period was 3 points. They played very good basketball in the... And that does it for our...
And happy you could join us. We've got 2 quarters left to go in regulation. You look at Darius Garland. Guys, what a contribution.
Well, we'll find out if they were able to find an answer for him over the break. He was scoring with ease in that first half.
Yeah, just way too easy out there, and I'm sure coach is going to make that a priority at halftime.
Third quarter action getting rolling right now, brought to you by Gatorade, all fueled up and ready to go. Here's who's on the floor. And so in the game for the Magic, at the 4 and the 5, we have Gordon and Vucevic. Fournier out there with Markelle Fultz. And it's Isaac in at the 3 slot. And it's sent back by Drummond.
A high motor keeps Drummond engaged defensively. He doesn't want to let any shots go in. Changing ends quickly, he's rewarded with a high percentage look.
Yeah, the defense trying to do their best to slow him down, but when he gets room like that, you got to look out.
Fultz the pass to Fournier. Isaac with the ball. Pass to Vucevic. Down to 5 on the shot clock. 2 free throws coming up, and they call the shooting foul. Andre Drummond picks one up.
And for a big man, Vucevic is pretty efficient at the line. Really has a complete game.
And the Cavaliers with some changes. Thompson, he's checked in for Drummond. Nance comes in for Kevin Love. And Kevin Porter subbed in for Jetty Osman. Garland kicks to Nance. And there's the pass to Thompson. There's Porter with the 3. Rebounded by Isaac.
Well, he wants to shoot his way out of this cold spell, but the struggles continue.
Yeah, he's got to move on, forget about this sequence here, and try to find a way to get on the board.
And maybe that'll trigger them. Impossible not to get pumped up after that.
Yeah, well, you can see the immediate reaction of the guys on the bench. They are pumped up. Here's Fournier. Nice D from Sexton. Cleveland leading by 6. Throws it up high. Stolen away. Nice job to interrupt the alley-oop attempt there. Pass to Fultz. Some nice ball movement by the Magic.
An extremely well-conditioned athlete. Gordon is an effective option on fast breaks.
On the wing, Nance. Launches a 3. And another miss by Cleveland.
Team starts the second half missing 4 of 5 shots. When does the coach possibly call a timeout and reiterate what he talked about at halftime?
Whoa, whoa, whoa. The solo alley-oop? That's not something we see too often.
Timed perfectly. Caught the defense totally off guard. Here's Thompson, and Thompson throws it down.
And sometimes it looks like for Garland the game comes a bit easy, whether making plays for himself or others.
Here's Gordon. Over in the corner, Isaac. Back to Gordon. It's stolen by Nance. Pushing it up. Here's Sexton. And 2 free throws coming up. Unable to get that one to go with all the contact. That's on Evan Fournier. I know you appreciate this, Greg. So much of defense now is closing out on the three-point shooting and then protecting the rim. Consequently, pull-up jump shooters are super valuable. And there are a lot of good ones in the NBA right now.
No doubt about it. And Kevin, you know, you think about a few guys. James Harden, I mean, he shoots that step-back 3, but he's a guy that, because of his ability to utilize your inability to defend that three-pointer, Kyrie, Dame Lillard, those are some guys. Chris Paul still as good as anybody in that mid-range area. C.J. McCollum. These are guys that have really feasted and carved out a nice niche for themselves in the NBA because of that ability to take and make jump shots.
Man, I love that list. You're right on it. Here's Windler. Once again off the mark by Cleveland. The Magic trail by 6. And it's Carter Williams in the corner. Nice D from Sexton. Cavaliers have gone just 25% from the field here in the second half. They're 2 of 8. Windler, that's tipped. Carter Williams feeling it out a bit. The feed to Ennis. Passes to Ross. Right wing. A shot by Carter Williams. Nobody around. Hits the three-point bomb.
Well, that's a shot he can hit. If you give it to him, you need a little more energy on defense that next trip down.
Outside, Sexton. Here's Nance. And he can't answer back. The three-pointer offline. Rob. And now the Cavaliers. Fast break. Windler, the pass to Sexton. On the wing, Porter. It's stolen by Carter Williams. And the dunk by Bamba.
Yeah, and that's 7'9" wingspan on full display there. Bamba swooping in with authority.
Outside, Porter. Thompson outside. Kicks to Sexton. Just 4 to shoot. Ross with the steal. Moving it up. That's good from Augustine. The assist from Ross. Augustine's got his first points in this one.
And the defense to start that play was terrific. I love the fact that they attacked early in the shot clock.
Sexton for 3. Off target with that shot. And we just finished the third quarter, and we've got a tight ball game here. Magic out in front as they wrap up the third quarter on a 14-4 run. And let's go back to a terrific pass that we're calling tonight our State Farm assist of the game.
Just true artistry right there. I mean, great decision on where to go with the ball, and how about the perfect delivery?
Yeah, those are the kind of plays that you want to put on a canvas. Just beautiful basketball.
And with these teams locked in a very close contest, this fourth quarter promises to be a good one. Ashman and Love are the forwards. Then there's Andre Drummond. Then there's Garland. And it's Windler in at the 2. So that's who's on the floor for the Cavaliers. Love in the post, defended by Gordon. To the inside. And there's the whistle. 3-second violation.
And those are the kinds of mistakes that are magnified when we're talking about a game down the stretch.
Now here's Fultz. Tee right on him. And foul on the shot. So he'll get a chance at the line.
And Fultz is terrific at drawing contact, especially when he's going up to shoot.
Evan Fournier's checked in for Terrence Ross. And so he makes both from the line. The Cavaliers trail by 5. Here's Windler. Gets it to go from beyond the arc.
Defensively, you can't back off him that much. You don't want to give up easy threes at this stage of the game.
Fournier dishes to Gordon. Drummond working against Vucevic. A putback. He hangs in there and cashes in on the second chance points.
Those defenders just look a little bit gassed. I mean, they're getting pushed around on that low block.
Out to the right wing. Here's Osman. Inside. 6 on the shot clock. Some nice passing by Cleveland here. From past the arc. With the tip. And Drummond is right there.
Oh, how about the deft touch right there, guys?
He just guided that ball back up and in. Just a fingertip touch on the ball. Vucevic. He feeds it to Gordon. Outside Fournier. Fires from deep. It's Drummond with the rebound. Drummond's got his 5th rebound right now in the game.
Not great numbers, but great effort in this one. Sounds funny, but I think he's been a positive for them.
Yeah, nothing too fancy. Just getting the job done when they need to. Make every possession count. Very little resistance against that throwdown.
Nope, not what they want to see in a game this close, Greg.
On one side, inspiration. On the other, devastation.
Just under 2.5 minutes gone here in the final quarter. Garland, no good. Orlando leading. Outside Gordon. Pass to Vucevic. Outside Fournier. The putback. It's good on the putback.
Look at that shot. Vucevic not afraid to carry the weight, so to speak, in a tough situation. The team knows they can rely on him.
They get a hand on it. The pass to Garland. It's Drummond, high post. Over to the wing. Pass to Garland. And that's out of bounds. Cleveland will retain possession.
A split second late, but almost came up with a steal there.
Real close, and I'm sure next time you might time that a little bit better and get a hand on it.
Colin Sexton, he's checked in for Cleveland. DJ Augustine's checked in for Orlando. Just 5 on the clock. Sexton kicks to Garland. His 3-pointers off the mark.
Yeah, not a fan of that one, guys. If he wants to help his team cut into this deficit, he should not be attempting those kind of shots.
So it's Orlando now. They lead by 4. Back to Augustine for the 3.
And Garland battling right now, staying on the balls of his feet to be active defensively.
Sexton against Fournier. Basket good.
Sexton trying to assume the leadership role. What a big hoop there.
Over 3.5 minutes through the final quarter now. Fournier passes to Isaac. Here's Gordon, and it's Gordon finishing it off.
A tremendous display of poise from Gordon. Refused to let the moment get too big.
The Cavaliers trail by 4. Now, here's Garland. He kicks it to Sexton. To the middle. Here's Drummond. Rebound by the Magic. Isaac goes in. To the inside. Augustine from outside. That shot, no good. Cavaliers go the other way with it. Here's Love, and oh boy, a lot of contact there, but he gets the call and will shoot 2.
How about Kevin Love getting a little physical on the defense, good at using his size and some of that length to pick up the foul on his way up.
Both free throws good from Love.
And he's the one person that the coaching staff and the teammates love to see at the line in a tight ball game. You can pretty much bank on these.
Isaac outside. 24 seconds left in the fourth quarter of this one. For 3, Fournier. Augustine. Love grabs the board.
Can't afford any wasted possessions down the stretch.
Nope. Every opportunity here have to have flawless execution.
The open look here for Sexton. He's off from 3. To take the lead. Misses the 3. And so the big win by Orlando in a tight game. This win such a tremendous emotional boost for him. David, thank you as always. Well, folks, that's going to do it for now.